Adults are far more stupid than I had anticipated as a child. When I was young, I was interested in science and tech and stuff, and all my classmates used to just laugh at each other's farts, so I got bored of them. I used to dream of becoming an adult and being able to talk to people about philosophy and politics and science, and I thought adults were a more elite class who were higher in social standing and ranking than us kids. When I reached my late 20s, I realized that most adults are just fatter, uglier kids. Like, they're morons. They still don't know anything. Many have never even read a book. They're dumb AF, to be honest. Fumbling around doing everything wrong. The average adult in the street is dumber than even the most idiotic kid in school. At least the kid has potential. Something seems to take place around 40 where they just become a drone, who goes through the motions with zero self-determination. If you use a word bigger than 2 syllables, they glaze over and lose train of thought. What the hell is up with people?
I remember getting my first proper adult job and being so excited. I was going to be working amongst adults. Adults behaving adultishly. No more high school-aged stupidity or bullying or slacking off, just mature, competent individuals who did their work and were civilized to each other. Oh no.
I thought I would be so much wiser, but now I just pretend I am while trying to look confident.
All this post shows, and every subsequent top comment, is that everyone thinks everyone else is a giant freaking idiot.
Adults are the adult version of who they are as a child. A dumb child will likely become a dumb adult. A pretentious child with an inflated ego and their nose in the air will also likely be like that as an adult.
I promise you're not as smart as you think you are.
The ironic part is that this is not an unpopular opinion, but still gets posted here regularly as if it is some kind of insightful realization. Many, if not most, think they are the smart ones and everyone else is dumb. We are all the centers of our own tiny worlds. I recommend you watch, listen to This Is Water. Maybe will help change your perspective.
Lower your expectations of others and look at yourself.
The first sentence of this post is major R, cringe material. Just the enlightened op, dabbling in math and science, while all his stupid Neanderthal classmates farted on each other. That's definitely how it worked. Op was by far the most intelligent super genius of his generation. And even adults can't share his massive, brain-swelling IQ. Wow.
I am very smart.
Here I thought this was going to be an interesting post about how adults have a knack for letting their kids down, whether being parents, teachers, or otherwise parental figures. Instead, I found myself reading an entry from the memoirs of Holden Caulfield. Your opinion is not unpopular. But it sounds like you might be. It might serve you well to not assume you're smarter than everyone else.
I bet you are really fun to be around.
I think you're confused. Adults just don't care to waste their time on whatever stupid crap you want to talk about, and aren't afraid to show it. Stop smelling your own farts, weirdo.
Wow, you're in your late 20s? You sound like an immature teenager. This can and will be posted directly to I am very smart. Grow up, man.
Downvote me, but I promise you your outlook won't help you at all. Also, you were judging kids for doing normal kid activities? Some people want to have fun, man. Also, you can't objectively judge your intelligence. Maybe you've read more books but have a non-existent EQ and social awareness. There are so many freaking factors when it comes to assessing one's intelligence that comparing yourself to others based on big words used is stupid at best. And if the world is truly stupid, so what? It doesn't harm you in any way. It's not like someone misusing a word will kill you. Focus on yourself and stop analyzing others.
I came to the age of reason when I was like 10. Meaning I realized adults are faking their way through life like the rest of us and are often full of bullcrap. But even the dumbest adult has experience that you can learn from. Even if it's as obvious as don't eat Tide Pods.
Your expectations are too high. Keep in mind society is propelled forward by the most intelligent among us. We live in a world that is much more complex than most people know or can comprehend. And on one hand, you could say that makes them stupid. But on the other hand, at 40 you have your job and family and mortgage, and that's your concern. Very often people don't have either the time nor the energy or interest to invest into researching and thinking, etc. It's just not relevant to their daily life. So don't look down on people too much. Don't get caught up in hate or arrogance. And also, reread this post when you're that age and see how you've changed.
This has strong, I'm better than everyone else, even when I was a kid, pretentious, arrogant, plain crappy person vibes to it.
This sounds like you lack empathy. I don't mean you can't sympathize with people's feelings and emotions. I mean it sounds like you can't view strangers as more than a one-dimensional character.
In this thread, A lot of very average people with a superiority complex.
As this is the regular opinion of extremely pretentious, self-centered people everywhere, this is hardly unpopular. In fact, one might say this is actually the single most popular opinion on the planet.
I am very smart.
This is fact, not unpopular opinion. Adults are idiots. Even the adults we are told as children to look up to, like doctors.
I am very smart. Okay, genius, you're mad that people on the street don't want to talk about philosophy with you. So smart.
First off, I have met dumb people in every walk of life, including when I attended university. Also, almost everyone is an idiot in some facet of life. I can carry on a substantive conversation about most subjects, but if one is talking about fixing cars, for example, I am a babbling idiot. All that being said, I had a conversation with a relatively intelligent person last night who insisted you could split atoms with a knife, and that mammals were a class of animals identified by their nervous systems.
What the hell is up with people? What the hell is up with you? This post reads like something from a coked-up Holden Caulfield. Being interested in philosophy, science, and technology did not make you an extraordinary child. All you're really implying is that you were antisocial, and it sounds like you still are today. It certainly doesn't make anyone elite if they can discuss those things. But you were correct to think that adults are in higher social standing and rank than children. Lol, that isn't a fairy tale. I'm sorry you're burdened with your vocabulary and IQ and all the normies are so fat and ugly and doing life wrong. Yeah, they truly contribute nothing. You must be so tired of babysitting them.
This is a troll post if I ever saw one, rolling on the floor laughing.
Find a new milieu, cause really bright and interesting people are out there. You'll probably have to travel to a bigger city or a city with a university, though.
I mean, there are plenty of people out there who talk about that crap, but also you gotta be in the mood for the deeper stuff. Like sometimes my GF gets philosophical and I am over here stoned thinking about pizza toppings and just don't want to talk about socioeconomic disadvantages or how everyone in talent acquisition at the moment is a white woman and how it greatly affects the diversity of the organization and upward mobility of existing POC employees. Also, some people aren't worth talking to about this stuff. They act like they want to talk politics and philosophy, but they really just want to debate or play devil's ad, which is fine until they start debating others' experiences that they have never had to contend with. Then it's just some asshole trying to be smart who's unable to admit they don't know what they're talking about.
For someone that seems to have a good idea of what's going on around them, I am surprised that you'd not think something like this would happen. Do you see your parents smoking pipes and discussing philosophy?
You sound like Holden Caulfield. If you haven't read Catcher in the Rye, please do. You'll relate. Then read it again at 40. And maybe 60 if you're lucky enough to make it. Yeah, people are stupid as fricking hell. Yep, true. Now get over it and enjoy your life. Don't let that bother you. You cannot possibly think all people are stupid. If you do, look up narcissistic personality disorder. So you find people that you relate to and you spend your life with them. But yes, it's true that the average adult isn't well educated, well spoken or interesting. But in a crowd of 20, there's usually one person worth your time.
Your intelligence is measured in your opinion by the amount of books read or interest in STEM fields. Some people are spatially intelligent, linguistically intelligent or emotionally intelligent, etc. Why yes, some people do not possess your cognitive ability and some are just downright dumb, but that isn't the general rule. I mean, how many strangers on the street are you stopping to talk about Pavlov's dog? Some of this may also be your communication style. I've had dumb people who didn't know what pontificate meant give me some of the wisest advice just because I asked them about their experiences. If you can't find humans to have debates about philosophy, religion, ethics and the like, then A, you aren't looking in the right places. B, you enjoy being smarter than other people you communicate with and that turns them on. Dictated but not read, management.
You're likely a very stupid and childish person. I wouldn't want to be around you and I assume other rational people don't like you either. The reason you think everyone is dumb is because you hang out with dumb people, because smart people don't want to be around you. Have fun, smiley face.